Tonight's objective is I can apply the distributive property and then combine like terms to simplify algebraic expressions. What I'm going to do tonight is just run through your homework problems. So in the first homework problem, there's no distributive property. We're just doing a quick review of combining like terms. So I'm going to look at all my r's. I have 12r plus 11r minus 4r. So here, 12r plus 11r would be, signs are the same, I'm going to find the sum, that would be 23r. I still have to do minus 4r. Circle the sign that goes with the number. So I'd say, are those signs the same or are those signs different? Those signs are different. I'm going to find the difference. The difference between 23 and 4 is 19, so that'll be a 19r. Then I'm going to combine the s's. I have plus 5s plus 9s. So this right here we can just consider our scrap. 5s plus 9s. Are the signs the same or are the signs different? Signs are the same. I'll find the sum. The sum of 5 and 9 is 14, so that's plus 14s. And then I look here and I say, oh, the only thing with the t is the minus 7, so that's a minus 7t. These are not like terms, so I can't combine them. So that's my final answer, 19r plus 14s minus 7t. In the second problem, we will be using the distributive property to simplify. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the sign that goes with the number. That one's just a positive in front of that 5. I'm going to circle the sign that goes with the number. And then because there's a negative 4 on the outside of the set of parentheses, I'm just going to go ahead and distribute it through. That's negative 4 times 5a. And then a negative 4 times a negative 3b. Distributing the negative 4 through. Well, negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 5 is 20, so that's a negative 20a. Negative 4 times negative 3b. Negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 3 is 12, so that's a positive 12b. And you'll notice I wrote that beautiful plus sign there because it was a positive. That's our final answer because these are not like terms. We can no longer combine them, and so we're done. So once you distribute that negative 4 through or multiply the negative 4 through the set of parentheses, you're all set on that one. In the next problem, we're going to have to apply the distributive property and then combine like terms. So first of all, with my distributive property, I'm going to circle the sign that goes with the number. I'm going to distribute the 5 through the set of parentheses. That's 5 times 7, and that's 5 times positive 3x. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 3 is 15. So 5 times 3x is 15x. A positive times a positive, that's plus 15x. And I still just have to trail down my minus 12. This right here is just a little bit of scrap. It's a little bit of scrap work. So then I want to combine like terms. Well, I can take my positive 35 and my minus 12. Those are like terms, so I've circled the sign that goes with the number. 35 minus 12. The signs are different. I'll find the difference. What's 35 minus 12? Looks like that would be 23. What do I have more of? I have more positives, so that's 23 plus 15x. Some of you may have written 15x plus 23. Just want to cross that out because that was scrap. That over there was more scrap. So 23 plus 15x or 15x plus 23 is the final answer on that one. Let's try the next one. All right, so here I have to distribute first. I'm going to be distributing a minus 6. So I'm going to distribute the minus 6 through the parentheses. And you see what I'm doing? I'm circling each of the signs that go with the number. So here I still have my 8y out in front. Then I have negative 6 times 3y. Negative 6 times 3y. Then I have a negative 6 times a negative 7. Still have my 8y out in front. Negative times a positive is a negative, so I'm going to write a nice big minus sign. 6 times 3 is 18y. Here, a negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to put a big plus sign. 6 times 7 is 42. Once we distribute, then we combine like terms. So again, I'll circle the sign that goes with the number. I can combine the y's. Positive 8y minus 18y. Signs are different. I'll find the difference. What's the difference between 18 and 8? Well, that difference is 10. What do I have more of? I have more negatives, so that will be a negative 10y. Still plus 42. We can't go any further with that because those aren't like terms. So our final answer is negative 10y plus 42. I believe this is the last problem to simplify. This, we need to distribute the 2 through the first set of parentheses and the positive 3 through the second set of parentheses. So that's 2 times z, and then that's 2 times a positive 3. And then here I'm distributing a positive 3 through, so that's positive 3 times 5. And if I circle the sign that goes with the number, that's a positive 3 times a negative 3z. 2 times z is 2z. 2 times positive 3, that's a positive 6, so I'll put a big plus 6. 3 times 5 is 15. Positive times a positive is a positive, so I'll put a big plus 15. Positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 3 is 9, and I can't lose my z. At that point, I'll combine like terms once I've distributed through each set of parentheses. So I have 2z minus 9z, and you'll notice I circled the sign that goes with the number. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? Those signs are different. I'll find the difference. The difference between 9 and 2 is 7. What do I have more of? I have more negatives, so that gives me a negative 7z. And then I'll combine my constants. Circle the sign that goes with the number. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? Those signs are the same. I'll find the sum. The sum of 15 and 6 is 21. What do I have more of? I have more positives. At that point, that's your final answer. Negative 7z plus 21. Those aren't like terms, so we can't combine them. And I think that's the last problem for homework. Oh, nope, there's one more. Let's simplify this one. This one we don't have to worry about distributive property. We're just combining like terms. So first I'll look at my x to the thirds. I only have one of those. I have 4x to the third. So it will say 4x to the third. That one's all done. I then will look at my x squareds. I have a positive 8x squared. Circle the sign that goes with the number. I have a minus 3x squared. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? The signs are different. I'll find the difference. The difference between 8 and 3 is 5. What do I have more of? I have more positives. So that would be a plus 5x squared. And then I'll go on to my x's. Circle the sign that goes with the number. That's a minus 7x. That's plus 9x. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? Those signs are different. I'll find the difference. The difference between 9 and 7 is 2. What do I have more of? I have more positives, so that's a plus 2. We can't lose our x. Finally, let's look at our constants. Minus 2. Minus 4. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? Those signs are the same. I'll find the sum. The sum of 2 and 4 is 6. What do I have more of? Hey, I have more negatives. So now that would be our final answer because now we don't have any like terms. So your final answer is 4x to the third plus 5x squared plus 2x minus 6. And that's it for tonight. Try to have a good night. Take care.
Hey, how big is